Peace and love, creatives. Oh no! Peace and love, creatives. You ever get inspiration like at the weirdest times? Well, I was just working out and I had this inspiration to do a painting like within like a squiggle kind of effect. So I'm putting the masking fluid on now and I am going to let it dry when I have a moment. I don't know what I want inside of the squiggle. I just know that I want the squiggle. I'm like rushing to do this because I really don't have the time. But I've found that if I don't at least write down the idea that I have at the moment, I tend to forget. So that's why I'm doing this. Okay. I don't even have a paper towel. Okay. So be back in a sec. Okay. Just going to turn on a light. Get a little bit more brightness. There we go. Okay, and let's get the eraser on these pencil lines that I initially put on. Okay, so for the inside, I was thinking of maybe, I was sketching something in my sketchbook today. And I don't know if you'll be able to see that, but it's kind of like a waterfall landscape kind of thing. And I'm wondering if it'll look nice in here. Nothing to it but to do it, right? So, you know, I'm gonna use it as a reference. So sketching on or around wet paint, probably not the best idea. I ended up getting a little bit of paint on my page, so I decided I should stop. Now I'm just taking off the masking fluid so that I can go in and paint my inside the way I want to. But first I wanted to kind of like blend in the wiggle kind of thing that I had into the painting so that it kind of like, I don't know, melted a little bit better together. And then I just started painting my very, very light sketch and trying to bring it to life. It was, I don't know, it was kind of scary in the beginning because making landscapes and things like that, I don't know, I end up either overthinking it or overworking it, and then I end up with a big, just not, I'm not happy with the result usually. But in this one, I'm very satisfied with the result. Although when I got to this point, which is like I guess the ugly phase, I was not satisfied. This is another day now. This painting took like 4 days to complete. I'm using a plastic palette because all my palettes are dirty. and have like gouache or something in them. So I just used a plastic palette. I'm just redefining the waterfall and trying to make it look more like a waterfall. I'm loving putting the bloomy effects into the water. It's just making such a big difference. It's just, it's working so well that I continue to do it on the bottom, and it's great. Here I'm just trying to put some trees and like life to the top of the, I guess, waterfall mountain top area to make it look a little bit more realistic. And now I'm just like pushing in the paintbrush into the mountain to give the green a little bit more depth and dimension. And I think I do a good job. I think it looks good. And once I'm done doing that, the paintbrush is kind of like all frailed and stuff. So I kind of use that to make the blades of grass on the bottom. I think it worked pretty well. Then I whip out my Arctic's acrylic just regular gouache, not acrylic gouache. And my plan is to use the gouache to give the effect of the spray of the waterfall. Yeah, so that's what that is. And I hope it looks like the spray of the waterfall, because that's kind of how I keep it, besides touching it up a little bit more. I put in a little bit of clouds just to make it, just to make sure that, you know, you can tell the difference between the waterfall and the clouds and how we're looking at the waterfall from what angle. Then I put a couple of branches in one of the trees. Well, in both of the trees I put branches. And I felt like the trunk was a little too thin, so I widened it up. And the bottom was missing something, so I put two beautiful, beautiful swans, because there's not one swan without the other. Swans mate for life, and they're always together. I just thought, I don't know, I thought it added a little something to the picture. I put some shadows where I thought shadows would be. And that was pretty much it for this one. I had a lot of fun with this. It took a long time. And every time I looked at it, I just wanted to stop what I was doing and continue painting. But I'm glad I took my time, and I'm glad I made the decisions I made. Here's the partial tape reveal, because I started without recording. And yeah, that's it. Sign my name, and I'm done. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace and love.